On April 20th, a meeting was hosted at the town office of Olds, open to the public, to discuss how to address the empty commercial space in Olds and possible strategies to fill it. Concerned citizens of Olds came up with some possible explanations for the vacancies, and then discussed ideas to relieve the problem and draw new businesses into town.
By bringing in more businesses and so on, it allows us to have more of the services that make it worthwhile to live in a community. It allows us to have the baseball field so our kids can play Little League. We can have the hockey arena so the kids can play hockey right up to senior leagues. It allows us to have an off-leash dog park, a water park, all those things that allow us to have more services and more amenities for our citizens to enjoy right here in town and improve the quality of life. We have a very good quality of life in Olds already, and growth in the right frame will only enhance that.
I'm just going to point blank ask sort of your thoughts on why there's a high vacancy rate of commercial space in Olds. What's your perception to why? Why is it there?
Well, I mean, it's not unique to Olds, right? So I was just telling Murray we were in Texas for a couple of weeks, and we like to just sort of travel the back roads and through small towns and whatnot, right? And most small towns now have a small mall. Some of them are anchored by Walmart, some aren't. A big box store of some sort, big grocery store, whatever, other stores have surrounded them, and so the downtown suffers, right? So then rents in the downtown become less expensive, and you get, this is not a slam, but you get non-commercial types of businesses and associations than in your downtown core. They shouldn't be able to afford to be in your downtown core unless they're on the second floor. Okay, these are offices
and why is that? Why would you say they shouldn't be in the downtown other than
because your downtown should be driven by leases. You should be so desirable to be there that your leases should be too high for these associations and stuff.
It's not unique to Olds.
They're coming into the downtown core because it's cheap.
You follow through why.
Shouldn't be cheap, right? So, okay.
Non-commercial
shouldn't really be in a commercial zone unless it's on a second floor or something of that nature, right?
Just that one of the rationale for us having so much vacant space is we've grown rapidly at times, and as there's rapid growth, sometimes if it isn't held up, then you get left with vacancies in those downtimes. So perhaps our growth has been too rapid, or perhaps a little bit sprawled that way. Was a comment made?
So why would businesses move out?
Traffic.
Okay.
So in Pittsburgh,
Parking. Traffic.
Yep, that's a
parking.
big one.
what is going to drive me there? And I have to almost say I have to reinvent myself to be there. And so when we talk about vacancies and rates being lower in the downtown, we either reinvent what's going on there, or we're going to take, not seconds, because we never want to consider groups that are going to take in a place as a second. We're not going to get the anchor tenants. Am I right, Joe? Olds is about the most powerful center right now. When you think of Olds, as a business guy, as a developer, I'm telling you, this community is a jewel in Alberta. Couldn't we get a new business when we have ONET? Why couldn't we get a new business when we have these things? So I don't know exactly. There's things that are vacant that really shouldn't be vacant. And I think that we have to also attribute that we've ridden on such a great wave that our vacancy, yes, we have vacancy, we shouldn't be discouraged by it. We're tackling it right now, and we're probably one of only maybe 5 communities in Alberta that's actually doing something this productive right now to talk about it.
One business in particular closed down. Was that because they didn't have a succession plan?
Succession planning in small business.
Right?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
why does that create a vacancy?
And they're sole proprietors, and there's no succession planning there.
Because it brings more people to your area.
It brings
When
more
you
people
have
into
variety.
the core. Just-
There are businesses downtown that have a great opportunity to do online business and
That's
don't
correct.
have websites.
Yes.
Right.
So-
Not your Facebook or anything.
An awful lot of this is self-imposed.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of businesses, your sole proprietor businesses, have a hard time covering the hours that they're expected to operate. So, and now with the hours that are required, that you need to be, if you're in retail, you need to be open Sunday. You're covering all 7 days of the week, and people are burning out too quickly.
Is that something that would help all businesses in Olds? Because it's not just a matter of filling the empty buildings, it's a matter of keeping what's here.
So
How
they
many
must,
home-based businesses are there?
134.
So I'm dealing with clients right now who are transitioning from an online business to a storefront. So it would seem to me that either online, home-based, or a combination thereof, there might be an opportunity there to identify some people, maybe with a bit of help, guidance, suggestions, or whatever, to move.
134.
Why would you, or why do people, leave the community for services or to shop?
The market may not be big enough here to support that kind of a business.
I think people go out of town because they're bored. I think people go out of town because of ease of travel. I think people go out of town just because they
social
think
thing.
that the restaurant is better in Airdrie, or they think the beer is cheaper and they'll drive save $1 on a glass of beer when it's actually on sale down the street.
But someone who can actually start with raw ingredients and turn out a meal that makes you say, that was awesome, I want to go there again and again and again, that's different. Or you could get a mom and pop shop where they actually make homemade food in the kitchen that's far better than anything you'll ever get at Olive Garden.
Right.
I mean, Olive Garden is huge on mediocrity. We could get a small restaurant that is huge on incredible quality. Chase those guys, the more you run into the succession planning problem.
Yes.
One of the best restaurants in Canada, according to Where to Eat in Canada, is a place literally called the Hole in the Wall, half an hour outside of Saskatoon. It's just in the middle of it's an old farmhouse, but it's full and it's listed in Where to Eat in Canada.
All the financial centers are represented within this community. So anytime you're doing any banking or that kind of, getting a loan or mortgage, you're going to come to Olds because your bank or your favorite is represented within this community. Your professionals are far exceeding neighboring communities with as far as doctors, accountants, lawyers, dentists, you name it. Olds has a plethora, and with those people are bringing folks into the community.
At the same
Right?
time,
You're getting people from Acme,
Sundry,
Hills.
yeah, Drumheller.
Drumheller, right? You're going, what are you doing in Old?
Exactly.
Okay, well, we come to Walmart,
Yeah.
so we do our other shopping here. And so it's a curse, and it's the best thing that could ever happen to us.
That's right.
Unbelievable numbers, and we can't get them to come downtown. That's our problem.
Because we're not sustaining them.
It takes too much money to get
one
one.
line.
It does, it
Is it-
takes a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I think that there's a lot of people who start a new business full of enthusiasm, and they run into a wall in which it takes way more money than anybody ever imagines to start a business. It takes a very strong work ethic, and it's a lot of work. And you may work for 5 years without a paycheck.
right, I'm going to,
And just to see it all for nothing in the end, except a big debt, and having to clear that off after they've closed their businesses.
Right, they're actually saddled.
Yes, for a long time.
We're really open to all opportunities, whether that's growing businesses that are here, helping businesses relocate to Olds to take advantage of the opportunities that are here, and also to develop new businesses, help entrepreneurs understand what's in Olds to help them create and develop as successful businesses in their own right. Businesses are what allow people to live here. And if we have local businesses, either retail type businesses that are locally owned, the money that is raised through the sales and the business that they do stays in town and enhances all of our experience of the town. And if we bring in larger entities that bring in manufacturing or whatever, then we bring employment to the town, which helps keep our youth here, helps enhance the whole, a full lifetime in Olds. In that there's something for everyone from birth to the old folks home. And instead of exporting our wealth, we're exporting our products and importing wealth.
Basically started with the Highway 27, the plaza, with having lost a number of retailers in that area, then following up with the number of businesses that escaped uptown Olds in the last few years. The go-ahead from the chamber is they would like to work at assisting Bear in attracting businesses that we see a service lacking. For instance, the ladies' clothing stores and sporting goods and some of those others that were mentioned. You know that we're in an economic downturn, and the chamber has had a number of memberships not renewed because of the economic situation, but at the same time we are still getting new members. So that's not a hopeless situation. It's one where we want to do the best to attract what the community needs so that business has a chance to thrive.
Olds Community TV, your go-to channel for news and information in Olds, Alberta.